There's Astro and Mickey, and I started by asking Ali what they're up to at the moment.
Well, we're in the middle of a world tour at the moment. The last place we were at, actually, we didn't get to play. We were in Doha in Qatar, but of course King Abdullah died.
Yes.
And on the night we were supposed to be playing, and of course they have 3 days mourning, don't they? So we couldn't play.
No celebrating in that sense. So were you disappointed then?
Oh, of course, I'm always disappointed. I mean, we all flew out, 16 of us, and I mean, it was like an enforced holiday around the pool. But, you don't enjoy it when you know that you should be doing a gig, and that's what we were out there for. We weren't there for a holiday, we went out to play a show. So it's always disappointing, but it sold 5,000 tickets, and the promoters saying that, those people will be able to get into a show in a couple of months' time,
Right, so you're going to postpone it then?
Yeah, we'll go back there at some point in the year.
Right, and sometimes an enforced holiday is good for you, Ali.
Well, yeah, I mean, we did sit around and we did get to chat, so that was good. Me and the band and stuff,
A bit of still time. So let's talk about the band at the moment, the lineup, because there have been a few squabbles and this and that and ins and outs. What's the lineup like at the moment, Ali?
Well, there's 11 of us on stage. It's me and Astro are the two lead singers, the original, Ub40 lead men. Mickey Virtue on keyboards, who's the original keyboard player, and of course me on rhythm guitar. So we've got the original rhythm section there. We've got a 3-piece brass section and fantastic drum and bass, and a backing singer. So it's the same lineup as the old UB40, really.
Right, so the original UB40 then, you left, other people left with you, and then you kind of outside of the original UB40 formed the original UB40 again. Is that what happened?
Well, it's kind of like a reforming of,
Has it done you any good, do you think, Ali?
Well, yeah, we're having a fantastic tour. We're selling out everywhere we're going. We just came back from Australia and New Zealand, which was fabulous. And we're going on to, America and stuff. It's going very well for us.
And who's been left behind then? Who's not very happy with this deal?
Well, there's 2 UB40s at the moment. There's the UB40 with the original singers, me and Astro, and then there's a UB40 with my other brother singing, who was never on a record,
So do you talk to each other then? Are you friends, you and your brother?
Oh, no. I left nearly 7 years ago now. It's old news, really,
I know it is, really, but I just wondered if you'd got back together and started to have a pint together again yet.
No, not yet, no. I'm enjoying having pints with my band, with Astro and Mickey.
Right, and what was it that made you fall out?
Well, for me, there were quite a few things, but it was mainly the management I didn't like, and I felt very betrayed when my brother and my band didn't stick with me, they went with management against me, so... I left because I couldn't get stuff that I was entitled to and information and the accounts and stuff like that, and I still can't get that information, 92 investigations later, 6-7 years later.
But quite a few people followed you and you ended up reforming. So how are we coping then? We've got 2 UB40s. Are they doing as well as you are?
Oh, not at all, no. Well, they wouldn't, with us you've got the original lead singers, and that's what people want to hear, really, we're not self-indulgent and we don't go and do shows of new stuff that nobody's heard, we know that when people buy tickets to see us, they want to hear the old stuff and the classic stuff, all the hits. We had so many in the 80s and 90s, we've got a lot to choose from.
Let's go back then to the original setting up of UB40 then, forget about the squabbles for a while. You actually used to go to blues parties. That's how you kind of came across the whole reggae scene, wasn't it?
Well, when I was 10 or 11, I was sneaking out to blues shebeens.
Yeah, what were you doing at shebeens and blues parties at 11?
Oh, we snuck out.
You little rascals.
I know, yeah. I'd usually stay at Norman's house, who became the percussionist in UB40, who's an Adam, from Adam family. And I used to go to Bordeaux and stay in his house because my family had moved up to King's Heath, and I'd go back to Borsal Heath, and we'd pretend to go to bed, and we'd sneak out, and we'd go to blues across the road. There was a guy called David Greenaway, and he used to have blues in his empty house. And we used to just scuttle about. So of course, we weren't seen as a threat or anything. We were tiny little kids, you know.
Early developers, by the sound of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we learned about dub, you know, and how to listen to reggae, you know, through wardrobe speakers, and it was fantastic as a kid, you know. It was big. It was a massive adventure.
Ub40's Ali Campbell, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his new album, Silhouette. What can we expect from that? We'll find out after some Ub40.